Today in our look at some stories from around the world, there are hip-hop artists that don't support President Bush. So why are they working for the Bush administration? Our State Department correspondent Zane Vergie is here in the Situation Room. A lot of people are talking about this story, Zane.
Yeah, a lot of people are dancing as well, Wolf. The State Department is really reaching out to a young, hip band to do the kind of diplomacy that it can't in the Arab and Muslim world.
We are so honored to be here and glad to connect with people tonight.
High energy music in a high tension part of the world. The popular Los Angeles band Ozomatli. Hip-hop funk. No fans of U.S. policy in Iraq.
We don't agree with this war, and we haven't since the get-go.
But they're the State Department's unlikely diplomats.
There were some funny guidelines, that were a joke, like, oh, you can do anything you want, but just don't burn Bush in effigy.
Since 9/11, the State Department's increasing cultural exchanges like this. Artists carrying the torch of freedom and creativity.
We want to make sure we reach out to younger, broader audiences that we haven't been able to reach.
U.S. taxpayers paid for Ozomatli to go and perform in Egypt, Jordan and Tunisia, places where the U.S. wants a better image.
Whether it's in the Middle East or back home, for these roving diplomats, it's not about the politics, it's all about the music.
For me, I was never had this naive notion that my music is going to change something over there, or it's going to change maybe the perceptions of anything that might have happened in Iraq.
Connecting one-on-one makes the difference.
You're walking around the pyramids, and this guy just came up to me like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Oh, from Los Angeles." "I love Americans, but I can't stand your government." And you know what? All of a sudden it opened up a dialogue.
Ozomatli admits some of their long-time fans cried sellout.
There's an element of, kind of a compromise going on here. On a certain level, I think that is part of the agenda. I think for us, we felt that we could transcend that, and it was worth it to even take that chance.
It was worth jamming with local musicians, visiting with kids. Legends have played the same tune before. Louis Armstrong and Dizzy Gillespie took jazz and the U.S. message around the world.
During the Cold War, people realized the importance of cultural diplomacy. We need that same kind of invigoration.
It's hard to change opinions about the U.S. abroad, but experts say cultural exchanges like this are just one tool in the kit. But the payoff, though, Wolf, just takes a really long time.
Right, fascinating material and a good music as well. Zane, looks like you had some fun covering that story.
Too much.